Hey, it's Rick and welcome back to the channel. From time to time I do product reviews on my channel. I'm going to do one right now. This is going to be on a push button countdown timer. It's for indoor wall switch. This only has 3 wires in it. You have a black, a red, and a green, I believe. I'm colorblind, so you gotta bear with me, but that looks like green to me. This will actually work with incandescent bulbs, CFL, and LED. There's no neutral wire required, which makes it a lot easier for setup. It has up to 4 hours that it'll shut off. It's in increments of 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 2 hours, and 4 hours. It does replace the wall switch, your regular on and off, or paddle in our case. It has a push button on and off that you can override right there. And it's for the Decorator series. It's by GE. It's for lights, exhaust fans, and heaters. Looks like the model is 15318. It's a GE 340-71L3. The ratings are 125 VAC, 60 Hertz, 6.4A resistance, 800 watt tungsten, 800 VA ballast, and quarter horsepower. Ground wire required for install. See your codes. Now, disclaimer, I am definitely not an electrician. I'm just a DIY guy. Does a lot of things in our house. This is on the modern farmhouse that we recently built, and I'm upgrading it. And it's going to go on for a fan switch. We're having some issues with fans being left on. We're not clearing the room enough from exhaust, and that's a whole nother ball game. I'm going to have another video after this one where I'm going to install a whole house blower system for exhaust, and I'm going to gut the little exhaust fan that's up above in the ceiling here and put a whole house system in. And you might want to stay tuned for that one later on. But that's what it looks like. You're all push button, and you got little LED lights that light up when you push them. You can see over here on the wall, this is a gang switch. This one right here is for the exhaust fan. It's all the way at the back. That's going to go in there. So this is going to go in place of that. I'm not going to need this protector plate because this is a gang plate, and it'll just pop right through there and it'll be mounted right there. These are going to go in 3 places in my home, and the nice thing about it is, say somebody uses your bathroom and they want to leave the fan on, but they want to go back to the party or whatever, or with your guests. But they've kind of left the stink in there. So now they can set this for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and the fan will stay on. They can leave the room. It'll exhaust their nasty impurities. It'll clean the room out and then go ahead and shut off. So I think that's going to work great for us. And then sometimes they're left on, like I said, after a bathroom shower or something, could be on there 3 hours, 4 hours. You could leave them all day if you're not paying attention. So that's what this is going to be in place of. But this will also work for like a spotlight, for security outside or something like that. That's why it goes up to 2 hours or 4 hours, and then it'll shut off. So for security purposes, maybe you have a dark area in your backyard or in the front of your house or by your garage. This will go in place of a regular switch, and you can press it. It will have its predetermined time, and then it shuts off. Or you can override by pushing the button on and off. So let's go ahead and get it installed. We'll light it up and we'll see how it works. All right, so like I said, this is now in the toilet room, the private toilet room by itself. And this one's going to go in here. I'm going to take this plate off. We're going to wire it in and we'll see what it looks like. If I come across something that you need to know, I'll let you know. I'm sure these are wired in series. We'll probably have a hot wire going over to the other one. I'm probably going to tie that into the switch itself, and we'll see how that works out. I know that there's a black wire that probably goes up to the fan. That's going to be your load line, and then you have your lead line in, which is going to come in. That's going to provide a hot wire to this, and then you have a ground wire. Okay, like I stated before, the main line coming into your home is going to be your hot wire, the black wire, usually in new construction. That's your main wire coming in from your utility company that your electricians have wired out. Now, the load wire is going to go to the device that you're powering. That's also black. So you have to complete that circuit. So in our case, the load wire was going to go to the fan. So on the timer itself, there's a red wire. Now, what's fun is when you have painters in your home for new construction, they spray everything. So you've got white, black, you don't know what it is. You're going to have to scratch your wire off with your fingernail or something. I finally figured out which one was what, and I connected the red wire, which is going to go to the load, which is the fan, and I got my black, which had the piggy tail off of my switch here, and I wired those in together. And then you just have your green wire, which is going to wire into your ground wires, which are into a cluster usually in the back. Not the white wires that are all clustered together. Those are your neutrals. And this doesn't require a neutral wire. Now, the crazy thing about this that I wanted to show you is I wired this up. I wired it up like 4 times. I put it in, it wouldn't light up. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I hit the switch. I'm like, what in the heck is going on here? I know I've got to wire it up properly. Back to my panel, shut my panel off, back on, nothing. Went through everything. Down in the bottom of the instructions here, it says this unit here takes about 1 to 2 minutes to charge up. Now, I don't know if there's a capacitor in there or there's a little tiny battery in there that's built in. I have no idea, like a little rechargeable battery. And so I went and shut everything off. I went ahead and rewired it back up again, and I sat here. And all of a sudden I heard a click, and then it went blue and went off. So there's your main button to turn off and on. You can see the LED flash. That means it's on a 5-minute timer right now. So whatever you leave it on, it keeps that in its memory of what you kept. So if somebody comes in and they hit the 4-hour timer, it's going to stay on the 4-hour timer. So when you shut it off, see it blinking, turn back on, it remembers it was on the 4-hour timer. So periodically make sure you come in and at least put the 15-minute timer on there for your guests. If they just override and they turn the fan on and they forget to turn it off, no big deal. The 15 minutes is going to go off in an amount of time and you don't have to smell each other. You can override at any time or shut off. Okay, so there you go. That's the final product on this one. This is the gang switches that are in the bathroom over on the other side here. This controls the fan up above us, the main bathroom. And eventually we're going to change that baby right there out, and we're going to put a major blower system. And you have to stay tuned for that one because I'm going to gut that motor out. We use the existing duct that's up in the attic space, and I'm going to mount an external fan, internal fan, in the attic. So hey, thanks for watching. That subscribe button's been running down there the whole time. Can you click that for us? We'd appreciate it. That'll subscribe to our channel, and then smash that bell icon. It'll notify you immediately when we have any kind of videos coming up, because you never know what kind of videos I'm going to come up with on my channel. Please share with your family and friends. Give us a like and a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you like our videos, and they'll rank us higher. And they'll actually put us on the search engine for Google at a higher ranking. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.